everyone, we are going to interview Sandy as our EPT interview assignment. Let me introduce my two members and Tanvin, Chris Kukuri, Wei Sini, and Mindy Long. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
We have few questions want to know about this. As we know, Miss Sandy is the representative from our business faculty, and you take your bachelor at University Science Education and MBA at UDN. Am I correct?
Yeah. Yes.
So, your research interest is accounting education.
Yes.
Can we know how will you develop yourself as a professional as well?
Okay. So, my passion is actually not to be a lecturer, but I love the career that come to me was teaching. Okay, so I started out in 1996. I started becoming a lecturer. Okay, so I like to see people growing with knowledge. So that's when I start. So then I start teaching. I start teaching diploma students. And then slowly I was teaching ACCA, diploma in accounting. Accounting. So that's when I started. Then slowly I went to do my masters. Currently I'm pursuing my PhD. Okay. My interest is more on social welfare of people. So I focus on accounting education to people. Okay. So even my research is on how to educate people on their finances. So if you do not know how to manage your money, you will be out mentally. Also, you cannot perform. That's why, for me, I want to help people. That is why I went to accounting education. So I started teaching, and I was thinking, why not I do a research to find out why people are suffering so much due to finance. So since I am in the area, so I thought, why not I go and explore to know better how can I help people. Not me alone, maybe when we come up with a research, we can also put in some papers so that people know what is happening. The government knows what is happening to people. So what people know is that I buy a car, I go bank, but actually it's not there. Because they don't know how to do their budgeting. That's why they get stuck. So that is my concept. Okay. My strength is that I'm very patient. I don't simply get angry to students. I try to understand them rather than throwing them. That is my strength. And I think now I'm having almost 20 years I'm teaching. So through my experience, I know what we call this young adults psychology. Your psychology, what is your interest, how to tackle it. So through experience, we get this. So that's where we can attack. The student attack in the sense for improvement. So we know what's going to go. My weakness, I don't know. I would say some of my students, they say when I'm teaching sometimes I'm going very fast. But then I'm not sure about that because sometimes the load, like it's an accounting paper, the load itself is heavy. So more times. So when sometimes in class we have to be at middle, we have to cater the needs of the lower and also the high. High achievers are there. So this high achiever, I just teach them A, they can do A plus.
As we know, Miss reading and literature very busy, so what will you do in your free time?
Actually, I don't read that. My hobby is reading. Reading. So I read anything. Yeah. Whatever is there available, I like to read. So now, even I read in Facebook. There's nothing wrong. Reading. No, it's a book. So I read. So that is my hobby. Whenever even 10 minutes break, I'll be doing reading. So that is my nature. Since young, I have a hobby, and I read some spiritual books, religion books.
And now I will ask you the first question. If you have this suffering when you attend a course in the university,
Yes. um, it was a tough beginning program. Actually, from 6 itself, I took accounting. So that is already tough. And in university, I studied in USM. Like you know, USM is a very big university. So even in class, it's like 200 people in the class for financial accounting. So there is no, the lecturer don't even know you. Frankly, that you are in your research class or Google Ethnic, your lecturer knows you, see your face, they know, but by heart they don't know you. Because there are so many students. So I felt that it was a very tough program. Some lecturers are very what we call as very into the subject world. They don't even bother about your concern, your understanding. So that's when even myself, when I became an accounting lecturer, I told myself, I don't want to be that lecturer who made my life so miserable.
and then the last question is you satisfied with your career life for become
Okay. I'm very happy. I'm very happy on that. It's a very tough subject, right? So, of course, even in class, we usually have some problems with students. But I always try my best to explain to my students because for me, the success of student is more important than myself. I also have some of my students who, in Singapore, once weekend when they come for Chinese New Year, they come and visit. That is the happiest moment. You don't have to give a gift, but when you come back and say, because of you, I am like this. That is the happiness for any lecturer. Yes. Okay, thank you. Yeah, sure. We join up.